Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So we have discussed our anterior compartment of the thigh, middle compartment of the thigh, and now we are on the back of the thigh, that is called these muscles or the back of the thigh. Those are called the hamstring muscles. So without wasting time, let's get started with the video. So first we have to think that why these are called the hamstring muscles. So for this, the reason is that there's an expression called the hamstringing the enemy. It basically shows the slashing of these tendons lateral and medial to the knees in order to slash or the enemy. So here I am writing that hamstringing the enemy. Slashing these muscles lateral and medial to knee. Right, then as they are on the back of the thigh, so they are the extensors of the thigh, while the flexors of the knee. So here I am writing extensors of thigh. Then there's flexors of knee. Right, then in this compartment, three muscles called the hamstring muscles are involved. The first one is bicep femoris, second one is semimembranous, third one is semitendinosus. These three are called the hamstring muscles. Then moving onward for the bicep femoris. The bicep femoris, its shape is fusiform. Then its origin is by two heads. One is long head and the second one is short head. The long head of the bicep femoris arises from the ischial tuberosity, while the short head from the linea aspera of the femur. Linea aspera is the posterior border of the femur. Right, then its insertion is on the head of the fibula, and its insertion is a C-shaped insertion. It's commonly called a commonly asked question that whose insertion is C-shaped insertion. So the C-shaped insertion is all of bicep femoris on the head of fibula. Then its function, as it's a hamstring muscle, so its function is the extension of thigh, flexion of leg, and one more function is rotation of the flexed knee. Basically, it is the workhouse of the extension at the hip joint. And yes, one more thing about the bicep femoris is that its long head provides protection for the. Then we have our second muscle, that is semimembranous. Its origin is from the ischial tuberosity, and its insertion is on the medial side of the fibula. function is same as that of the bicep femoris, as they all are hamstring muscles. Then its semitendinous, its shape is fusiform. Its origin is from the ischial tuberosity. Its insertion is on the medial side of the tibia. You can remember it like first is semitendinosus, so it contains a word T, and I have remembered this. So by this, it contains a word T, so it is from the medial side of tibia, while the semimembranous would be medial side of the fibula. These both are from the fibula, while it is from the tibia. T, easy to remember. Then its function: it flexes the leg, extends thigh, and medially rotate leg, right? Now the arterial supply of the posterior compartment of the thigh, it is by the profunda femoris artery branches. Then its nerve supply is by the sciatic nerve. So now let's draw its diagram in order to have it on our tips, right? So the first muscle I told you was bicep femoris. First here I am drawing the posterior thigh region. Here would be the knee joint. Right? Now, the first muscle I told you was the bicep femoris, right? So here is our bicep femoris muscle. Right? Bicep femoris, this one, and then I told you was the semimembranosus. The semimembranosus is the medial one, right? And then the semitendinosus, this one in middle of it is semitendinosus. It is called semitendinosus because its lower part is basically tendons. So I am drawing its tendons like this. Most of its part is tendinosus. Then this one is the iliotibial tract, because as it's the lateral part of the thigh, so here our iliotibial tract is present, which will insert on the tibial tuberosity. So this one is our iliotibial tract. Let's name it. This one is semi and tendinosus, means half tendons. Then here is our semimembranosus. Semimembranosus means that it has a thickness up to, like, let me show you. You can see this paper up to this thickness of a membrane. This muscle is up to of this thickness of a paper, right? Then our muscle is bicep femoris. It means of two heads. Short head and long head, which will converge and then insert onto the head of fibula. Now let's have this diagram. This one is our ischial tuberosity, and then this one is femur we'll see here the origin of the muscles, and this one is the head of femur. So our first muscle is bicep femoris. Bicep femoris long head was originating from the ischial tuberosity. So this one is bicep femoris. But it's the long head. Then the semimembranosus. Oh, sorry, semitendinosus. This one is semitendinosus. And the last one is semimembranosus. These three of these are from the ischial tuberosity. So this one is semimembranosus. It means half of it is membrane like. Then the remaining one is bicep femoris, short head. It was from the linea aspera. So this is basically the posterior view. So here is our posterior view of the femur. Here would be the linea aspera. So this one is our bicep femoris, short head. So this one is bicep femoris, short head. Right, now let's look at their insertion. Here we have tibia and here we have fibula. There are the two views of the tibia and fibula, and this one is the posterior, this one is the anterior view. So here is our tibia and fibula, and right, so this one is the posterior view, this one is the anterior view. These both were the posterior views, but here there is a difference we have to see, right? Then let's see the anterior view first. I told you that the bicep femoris has the insertion on the head of fibula, C-shaped insertion. So this one is the C-shaped insertion of the bicep femoris. Let's write I in front of it and O in front of there, right? Then here we have our semitendinosus. Now for this we have to remember that there are three muscles you can see here. The first one is sartorius, gracilis and semitendinosus. These three muscles here forms the pes aneurysm, right? So this is a point to word note. So semitendinosus. This one here is semitendinosus. I am using the same pen color so that while recognizing it you can easily get that which muscle is that. Sorry, let's write here insertion I. Then here you can see in the posterior view, here is our semimembranosus muscle inserted on the medial side of the tibia. Semimembranosus. So here we are done with our muscles discussion and muscles diagram. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope so you will like the video. If you like my work, don't forget to subscribe my channel, like, comment and share. And yes, thank you so much.